What is good, good people? You are now listening to another episode of A Wicked Good Time with Danny Foxworth. I am your humble narrator, Danny Foxworth. Man, it's been a while, but we back at it, man. Going to sniff some candles and talk about a couple of things. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this episode. Got some new candles I got from TJ Maxx, and without further ado, we're going to get into it. So, the first thing I want to talk about is this past Sunday, I did a photo shoot. Tell you how that happened. So big shout out to Olivia Dallas. Go follow her IG. It's at Luna Ray _photography. She does dope work. So she does the photography at Woo Wednesday every month. And she approached me after she took a picture of me and she was like, have you ever considered doing modeling? And I was like, no, not really. Not really. Never really gave it much thought. And she was like, you should think about it. I'm like got some photo shoots lined up, and you would be perfect for the idea that I have for one of my photo shoots. And so I thought about it for a couple of weeks, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. She just happened to hit me back up. She was like, so have you given any thought to doing the photo shoot with me? And I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. And then she gave me the idea of what her photo shoot was. It was like a lounge type setting. I was like, okay, I'm with it. And then we met up at the venue. Shout out to the Peacock down on East Bay Street, man. It's a super dope setup they got there. And we met up on the second floor, and I was just blown away from the ambiance. It was really cool. And then she told me what kind of wardrobe she had in mind for this photo shoot. And I was like, I got the outfit that'll match the background perfectly. So fast forward to this past Sunday, I got there at about noon on Sunday, and lo and behold, she had two other people that she was doing photo shoots with separately, but she did those photo shoots prior to me showing up. And by the time I showed up, the other two people were still there. And so she was like, once I do your shoot, then I want to get the three of y'all together to do a shoot, and I want to do a shoot with y'all. I was like, bet, let's do it. You know, every now and then you got to get out of your comfort zone. And that I'd never done any kind of modeling or any kind of photo shoot like that ever in my life. So that was a really cool experience. And she really knows what she's doing. She had me doing all these different poses, and she just clicking away. And I was like, man, that's all right there. She knows what she's doing. And so after we wrapped our session up, she was like, I'm going home and I'm going to start editing these photos like pronto. And fast forward to today, Monday morning, by about 9:30 Monday morning, she had all of the files sent to my email. I was like, wow, she works quick. And man, I was so happy with the way the pictures turned out. Man, she's got a fantastic eye. Again, shout out to Olivia Dallas. Go follow her IG at Luna Ray. It's LUNARAE _photography on IG. She does dope work. Hit her up, DM her for if you want to book a shoot with her. I highly recommend it. So now, let's sniff some candles, shall we? So this past weekend, I went to TJ Maxx and I bought two candles. And so the first one, this one is going to be West Coast Candle Company. This is a vegan soy wax blend poured in California. Eucalyptus spearmint, fragrance notes, Italian bergamot, freshwater, eucalyptus, lily, spearmint, amber, and musk, infused with essential oils, small batches. So this is eucalyptus spearmint, and I will pop the top on this and give it the good old nose test. So this one is one wick. Man, you know what? This got a real light spearmint essence to it. I can definitely smell the eucalyptus. That's the dominant note in this candle by far. And I don't really smell much of the musk, but I definitely smell the spearmint. I definitely smell the eucalyptus. I smell just a tinge of the Italian bergamot. But I like this one. This one is it's got a real light, clean, like just a slight mint essence to it. You know what? This one passes. I bet this one will be fire once it's lit. But yeah, this one, eucalyptus spearmint, West Coast Candle Company. This one gets a passing grade. So next thing I want to talk about is going outdoors. And this past weekend, There was a lot of activities going on. Went to the South Carolina Stingrays game on Friday, which is the local hockey team down here in the Charleston area. Then Saturday morning, I actually went out to Harleyville and hit up a park. No, I hadn't been to a state park in quite a while, and so I need to get back on the grind with visiting state parks. And I visited the Francis Beidler Forest, which is, if I'm not mistaken, is the oldest black water swamp in America. And it is such a beautiful park. You got the long boardwalk, and you just like black water surrounding you on both sides. Just all kinds of creatures. You got snakes, you got birds. I mean, you'll see an otter occasionally. And the thing that I noticed the most whenever I pulled up was just how eerily quiet it was. I mean, you're so far in the woods, like you literally hear no outside noise. You don't hear any cars going by. It's just eerily quiet how the Francis Beidler Forest is. But yeah, sometimes you just got to go out in nature and get lost in the moment. It's good for your mind too. Getting that vitamin D from the sun and just being surrounded by the elements. We're not meant to be in front of our computers all day. You got to go outside and touch grass, so to speak. So Francis Beidler Forest, I highly recommend it. If you're in the Low Country, go hit them up one Saturday, man. I'm telling you, you will enjoy yourself. And now we're going to go to the second candle. This one also got from TJ Maxx. This is from the Sensational Candle Blend, or Candle Company, I should say. It's SCENT, Sational. Good play on words there. The name of this candle is Smells Like a Pastry Shop on a Paris Street. A bucket list day filled with heavenly sweet scents. So right there, just that long ass description alone lets you know once I pop the top, I'm going to be in for a treat, and it's going to give me the Monterey Jack from Rescue Rangers effect, like how he gets the vortexes around his eyes when he smells cheese. So without further ado, I'm going to pop the top on this one, and we're going to give it the good old nose test. So again, this one also one wick. Here we go. Oh man, this smells, oh my God. This smells just like a pastry shop. This is crazy. Man. Oh my God, that's amazing. It's like if I had a spoon and if I were 6 years old, I'd probably be digging into this trying to eat it. So this is a good sign. On a scale of 1 to piss my dad off, I give this one a solid 6. Because I don't think my dad is all that keen on pastry. He's more of a just snacking on loaves of white bread guy. But if he smells something sweet, he's going to start asking questions like, what you got baking in the oven? So yeah, this one also gets the passing grade. Man, shout out to Sensational. You know what? I can't wait to light this one up. And lastly, I know I've said it on a podcast before. I'm not sure which episode, but it bears repeating. Do something once a week to reconnect with your inner child. And I'll tell you what I did to reconnect with my inner child. After the photo shoot this past Sunday, I'm walking back to my car, and this was on Easter Sunday. So as I'm walking down East Bay Street, going back to my car, I passed the Magnolia restaurant. They were having their Sunday brunch, and the Easter Bunny was outside on the sidewalk. And I have never in my life have ever taken a picture with the Easter Bunny. And I took a picture with the Easter Bunny today, and man, you could not wipe the smile off my face. I was like, man, I've finally got to take a pic with the Easter Bunny. According to my mom, the Easter Bunny used to freak me out as a kid, but now I'm just like, man, I would like to do something like that, just to take a pic with the Easter Bunny, even as an adult. Again, reconnect with your inner child. I cannot stress that enough. And that'll do it for this episode of A Wicked Good Time. Make sure you like, download, or subscribe to A Wicked Good Time with Danny Foxworth. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the podcast. You can find my YouTube channel at Danny Foxworth 843. Subscribe to that. You can find all the videos for every episode of this podcast, as well as my baseball podcast at The Plate with Danny Foxworth, my other podcast, Since We Last Spoke with Danny Foxworth, and my podcast with me and my good friend Liz Rennie, entitled Growing Up Low Country with Liz and Danny. Make sure you subscribe to all of those podcasts. And again, tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for watching. And this has been another episode of A Wicked Good Time with Danny Foxworth. And until next time, y'all be good. Keep it lit.